Hey everybody, normally I put up a video about 1 p.m. Central Time, but I knew that the Nintendo Direct was happening after that today. So I wanted to wait until after I watched that and then just make a Nintendo Direct right after. Make a Nintendo Direct. Make a little recap. Maybe I'll give everything a massive score really quickly going through everything they talked about or announced. I have notes over here on my monitor that I'm going to go through, and we'll just kind of recap the whole 45-minute Nintendo Direct. This will not take 45 minutes, obviously. This is obviously the first Nintendo Direct since Satoru Iwata passed away in the summer. Reggie acknowledged at the beginning, said thank you. And then he said, we're still going to bring news directly to you. But I wanted him to do the, directly to you thing, but he didn't do it. First thing out of the gate, they announced Twilight Princess HD. There's going to be a Wolf Link amiibo. And it says March 4th. My notes do. Apparently it comes out March 4th. So that's cool. Twilight Princess HD, or Twilight Princess is one I didn't ever play through. I played through most of Skyward Sword and then just stopped. But Twilight Princess I only played like at the beginning a little bit at friends' houses and stuff, so I'm definitely going to get that. And I'm going to get the Wolf Link amiibo because I have too many amiibo. I'm probably going to have to sell them, but who knows. Then Reggie sent it over to Bill Trennan. He talked about Triforce Heroes. My friend and I have Triforce Heroes. We went into it thinking that you could play with two people. You can't. You have to play with one or three. And I can't help but draw the comparison to that new Metroid game that people think they don't want. Which they probably don't. But if in that game if everybody played as Samus and it was just different colored Samuses, people wouldn't have as much of a problem with it, because then at least you play as Samus. Instead, it's a Metroid game with no Samus, and that's why people are mad. I feel like they would be just as mad at Triforce Heroes if you didn't play as Link. Because technically you don't. You can't all three be Link. You're technically somebody else. Because you get to name your character too. So, I don't know. I don't care about additional content for Triforce Heroes. The only announcement about Triforce Heroes I would care about is you can play with two people now. Then they talked about Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon for the 3DS. It's going to have all 720 Pokemon in the one game. That's nice. I've tried playing one of the Mystery Dungeon games. It didn't appeal to me. Then they announced some Splatoon maps and like accessories and costume stuff that you can get for your Splatoons or whatever. Or squids or kids, I don't know. I played the demo before that came out. It didn't appeal to me at all, so I never got it, and I don't really plan to play it more. Mario Maker is going to have a level finder tool thing online, and you can do it on mobile, so you can look for maps, and it's going to have more options than the search does in the actual game, so you can find more specifically what you're looking for. So I think that's a good thing to have for a game like that with so many levels. And they talked about Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival for the Wii U, which I could not care less about. I know some people are rabid Animal Crossing fans, and there's some people that have to have every amiibo. Like, I have a lot of amiibo, but they're all of characters that I actually care about. I don't care about Animal Crossing, so I don't want any of those amiibos, any of those cards, and I don't want an Animal Crossing centric amiibo game. I feel like that's too segmented. They talked about Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I feel like the Mario Tennis, to me, suffers the same thing that Mario Kart does, and Mario Party. I feel like it needs to just be Nintendo Tennis and Nintendo Kart and Nintendo Party, and just use their other characters. Like, I think I'd care more about Mario Tennis if I could also play as Link, and I could also play as Samus. Just adding more characters, because it's theirs. They own those characters. They can put those in if they want to. They put Link in Mario Kart as DLC. That was a great idea. It worked fine. Why can't they just do more of that? I don't know. Then they talked about Xenoblade Chronicles X. It comes out December 4th. You'll be able to download 4 loading packs before the game comes out to help it load faster if you're getting the disc. whatever. Then they went through some eShop titles. That Nintendo Badge game that came out a couple of days ago, it's like a freemium game, I don't care. Pokemon Picross, I don't care. SteamWorld Heist looks like a interesting indie game, but I'm probably not going to play it. Fast Racing Neo looks like some company said, well, if Nintendo's not going to make a new F-Zero, I'll make a new F-Zero. That actually looks like one I might try out, just because I really liked F-Zero on the GameCube. Wasn't that the last one? And then Typo Man, which is like a platformer based on like words, and it's very weird looking, but it looks interesting just because I like platformers, probably. Then Bill Trennan ate a lot of donuts, and somehow that was an advertisement for Yokai Watch, which is another game I don't really care about. Pokken Tournament. For some reason, Bill Trennan said it was Pokken, from the creators and publisher of Tekken. Not Tekken and Pokken. It's Pokken and Tekken. So whatever. Whenever you buy it, I guess like the first run of the game is going to come with a Shadow Mewtwo card. That will be like an amiibo card you'll be able to unlock Shadow Mewtwo in the game with. I don't know what to say about that. The Shadow Mewtwo thing, I honestly was hoping was going to be like because there's Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y for the two different games. So since this was another version of Mewtwo, I thought it was going to be like Mega Mewtwo Z, and then they were going to start having like a third Mega Evolution of some Pokemon, but that's not what it is. It's just Shadow Mewtwo. Okay. Then they showed some stuff for Star Fox Zero, which I think still looks really awesome. I don't know why I see so many people online saying it looks bad. It doesn't. It looks really good. They announced the release date is April 22nd, 2016. That's 4 months later than I wanted it, but at least we're getting it. Then they showed the new Mario and Luigi, crossover thing with the Mario and Luigi RPG games and the Paper Mario games, which looks really interesting. Let's see, gotta move down my notes. Final Fantasy Explorers. Looks like a legit Final Fantasy game on the 3DS, so I think that actually looks like one I might have to try, or maybe there's a demo on it. That's coming eventually. Fire Emblem. Apparently there's 3 new Fire Emblem games that are coming to the 3DS. And I really liked the last Fire Emblem. I played it like crazy. But this one you buy for $40. You either buy Birthright or Conquest. If you buy one of those for $40, you can get the other one for $20. And they say that it's 2 complete games. And after that, they didn't talk about a price for this, but you'll also be able to get Fire Emblem Revelation. That's just a 3rd story. I'm like, that just makes it sound like it's a $80 game. And they talked about the Mega Man Legacy Collection, which is already out on everything else, but it's coming to 3DS February 23rd. So if you only have a 3DS and don't have any other consoles, then maybe that'll be interesting to you. Nothing against that. I mean, Mega Man's awesome, but everyone was already playing it. It says that there will be some exclusive challenge modes in the game that you unlock with your Mega Man amiibo. And they're also going to release a gold Mega Man amiibo. And I'm sure it will be Walmart exclusive and nobody will be able to get one like the gold Mario. Then they announced that Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow are coming to the Virtual Console for the 3DS. And that you'll be able to wirelessly do battles and trade Pokemon and stuff like that. And that comes out on February 27th, which is the anniversary of when those games originally came out. Then they showed some Hyrule Warriors stuff. Then they showed, because they showed Tetra and Toon Link and the King from Wind Waker, and they showed Skull Kid with his Majora's Mask on, are all going to be playable. But then they also showed female Link named Linkle. That's not a good name. That's a stupid name. Thing is, she's wearing the hood, and they showed a very brief clip of the new Zelda that's going to be on the Wii U next year. And Link in that one was wearing the same hood. I really still think, I don't know if I've talked about it on the channel. I think I have. I'm actually pretty sure that the Link that's in the Zelda for Wii U is going to be a girl. It's looked like a girl since the first trailer. I just think it's going to be a girl. Then they announced Dragon Quest 7 and 8 are going to be localized for the 3DS, which people have been waiting for a long time. Which is great. The Dragon Quest games are really cool. I actually end up liking them more than most Final Fantasies. I don't know, I just like the style of them better. Then they went through like a bunch of miscellaneous games really quickly. Lego Avengers, Kerbal Space Program, Mighty Number 9, Project X Zone 2, Terraria. They did not announce Minecraft for Wii U, which was apparently leaked on the ESRB website yesterday. I don't care. Minecraft on Wii U would have been great as like a launch game, or even a year into the console, but it came out 3 years ago. That's not going to do well if it got on the Wii U now. It'd be great for the people that want it, but it wouldn't be like a killer app or anything. Then they're like, oh, we're going to show you a final trailer. You see stars, and my first thought is, this looks like Final Fantasy VII. What am I looking at here? And then like the stars started moving down, like just like the beginning of Final Fantasy VII. Then it came up and it had the Super Smash Brothers logo, and I was like, okay. So then I'm racking my brain, like, what has stars in the intro? Like, what could this possibly be? And then it has an X. I was like, okay, so it's like Smash Brothers is having a crossover with something, like the what is it? The Street Fighter X Tekken thing, like. Okay, there's an X. So all this is going through my brain really quickly. What is it going to be? What has stars? What has like that? What's similar to the intro to Final Fantasy VII? And then it just says Final Fantasy VII. So at this point, I'm very confused. But then it shows Cloud. So Cloud from Final Fantasy VII is DLC in Smash Brothers. That's like one of those things. If you take a list of like the most requested characters, Cloud would probably be in there in like the top 5. But it would also be, there'd be a little annotation next to it that said very unlikely. You know, like, what I can't help but wonder, if Square Enix is so willing to work with Nintendo to put Cloud, arguably their most loved Final Fantasy character, in Smash, does that mean we can get Geno? Everybody wants Geno from Super Mario RPG. And Square Enix owns that because Squaresoft made Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo. And Geno was one of the most top requested games for Brawl. Or most requested characters for Brawl. So, like, maybe? It did say at the very end there's going to be a Smash-centric Direct in December. So that's cool.
Thanks, ready, bud.
Okay. So, yeah. Apparently I'm about to eat some steak, so I'll upload this video. Let me know what you thought about all the announcements. To me, the biggest thing is Twilight Princess HD and Star Fox. I mean, the Smash thing is cool, but I'm so bad at Smash. I just gave my copy to somebody else because I was like, I'm not gonna play this. So, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys tomorrow. And I think tomorrow's gonna be a Let's Play. Bye.